Flaco's working on 3 legs. He's okay. Lincoln turned to Flaco, snapped his fingers, and asked, "You're cool, huh, Flaco?" Flaco raised his head and looked at Lincoln. His left leg was a balloon of bandages from a hit-and-run motorcycle accident. He lowered his head slowly and went back to sleep. Lincoln and Tony talked about school, friends, fights behind backstops, Lincoln's ex-girlfriend, Vicky, and basketball, which they now played for different schools. Lincoln heard the shower stop and the curtain pull back. "I wish I could be smashing the boards for your school. Your uniforms are sweet looking," Tony said. "Anyway, you guys are in first, and we're next to last." "For me, it's the other way around," Lincoln said. "I'd rather be playing for Franklin, not Columbus. There's no brown people here. Everyone's white, except for one black dude on the team. And our coach is a nasty dude. He's got trouble inside his head." In the bedroom, a hairdryer began whirring. "Maybe you can come over Saturday," Tony asked. "Play some hoop or something." "I guess, but I gotta go now. Check you later." Lincoln hung up and poured a small pile of dog food onto the floor, prompting Flaco to drag himself to his crunchies. Then he got himself a glass of milk and fixed some toast, which he chewed thoughtfully while looking at pictures of Egypt in his geography book. He admired the Sphinx, basking forever under the hot sun, and marveled at the Nile, a dark river that seemed to oppose gravity by flowing north. He looked closely at a camel driver smiling into the camera. The camel driver's teeth were rotten, and his face was lined from working in the sun. He closed the book when his mother came into the kitchen, her face flushed from a hot shower. She was rubbing lotion into the backs of her hands. "Mijo, you have to eat more than toast," she said, tying her robe tighter. "¿Quieres un huevo? You want an egg?" "I'm not hungry," he said. "We're playing Franklin next Tuesday. Can you come?" "I'll see." She made herself a cup of coffee, joined Lincoln at the table, and opened her glossy appointment book. "I may be home late that day," she said, scribbling a note to herself. "No sé, mijo." "You're working hard, huh, Mom?" "Yeah, I'm working like crazy." His mother was a graphic artist who for 10 years had worked for an advertising firm in San Francisco. She was now her own boss. She had started a business, at first named after herself, Linc Mendoza Graphics. Later, she settled on calling it On the Line Graphics, a fancier name. Her business accounts were strong from the start and getting better, with 6 clients in computer-rich Silicon Valley. "Come on, Mom," he begged. "Just this once. It's Franklin we're playing." "Wipe your mouth. It has milk around it," she said. She closed her book, sipped from her Have a Nice Day coffee cup, and said she would try, but couldn't promise. Lincoln wiped his mouth with the back of his hand. He got up from his chair and called Flaco, who rose slowly, wagging his tail. They went outside to the front yard. The sun leaked through the neighbor's eucalyptus tree, whose top swayed from a wind that seldom touched ground. A leaf fluttered to the lawn, and Lincoln picked it up and sniffed it. He liked the smell and crushed the leaf in his palm. He watched the neighbors, most of them dressed in suits, start off to their jobs in BMWs, Saabs, and Volvos, with their private school sons and daughters in the back seats. Lincoln and a basketball friend were the only kids on the block who went to Columbus Junior High, the public school. He thought of waving to one of the cars as it passed, but he only looked and kicked the dry gravel at his feet. When he had arrived in the new neighborhood, Lincoln had liked the peacefulness of sprinklers hissing on green lawns and the sycamores that lined the street. He liked the splashes of flowers and neatly piled firewood. He liked the hedges where jays built scrawny nests and bickered when cats slithered too close. The people seemed distant, but that was fine with him. It was better than the loud cars that raced up and down his old block. It was better than littered streets and graffiti-covered walls that called out,